roster. Because they've got a very good nucleus of young players, but in this day and age, do they all stay around? And can you build that over a course of 2 and 3 years? That's the thing that, unless you're right inside of it, it's kind of hard to tell these days.
And Ja'Kai Davis, a senior, puts that one in, starting for senior day. Great job by Ja'Kai to get it going for the Lions. 2-0 lead for St. Leo. That some of his first points of the season, in fact. He is averaging 0.8 points a game.
He's already over his average. He's already doubled his average.
He does, and the Lions off to a 2-0 lead. Tay over to Eric. Eric for 3. Got it. And the seniors off to a good start so far, Bill.
That's what you like to see. Coach Henke going with his seniors, and I think that's exactly what you should do. I always did it myself when I was coaching, and sometimes those guys will surprise you, especially the ones who haven't maybe been in the rotation. They come out and knock a couple shots in, they look at you and say, "How come you haven't been playing me all along?"
Hey, if it works to get a couple baskets at the start of your final, game,
you take them however, wherever, whenever you can get them.
It's a memory maker as well. So Ja'Kai Davis with it, and now he's going up with it. Doesn't get that one, but Eric Jones has got the rebound. Brady Corso, freshman. Eric takes another 3. That one is no good, and Tay unable to get the rebound. So here come the Panthers, down 5 early. These two teams played earlier this season, as we know, and the Lions came out on top. It was all the way back in November, on November 23rd, before Thanksgiving. Lions won 72-67 in Melbourne to start the season off 1-0 in conference play. 3 on the way. That one is no good, as Turgott can't put that one in. Ja'Kai Davis goes to the basket and gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Good aggressive take there in transition. And he's going to have 2 free throws.
Ja'Kai on the year from the free throw line is 3 of 6, 50%. But he's got a chance to put some more points on the board. First free throw is good. Coach Henke starting the starters, and Ja'Kai Davis has been with this program through thick and thin, comes from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Great student athlete, graduating in sport business, and he wants to pursue a master's degree. Not sure what we had there, perhaps a shot clock issue.
No.
Bill, we're not done with shot clock issues here. So, Lions up 7-0. Ja'Kai makes both.
Well, I had a chance to see Florida Tech against the University of Tampa earlier in the season live. And they are a big, strong, physical group that has a little bit of a difficult time figuring out ways to score. But they got some big, well put together dudes, and do a really good job on the glass. And that's really one of the things that's really hurt St. Leo. St. Leo is minus 100 on the offensive boards for the season. That's 100 extra possessions for your opponents. A team that's lost 11 games by 10 points or less. So something they've got to address in the offseason.
For sure. Lions do get a couple offensive rebounds on that possession, and it works out. Brady Corso hits the 3. Also, you got to say, look, what other broadcast has their broadcasters scouting other teams? We go the extra mile here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
I just thought just in case. Just in case I was going to have to need some fun facts. Actually, the University of Tampa is a little closer to my house than St. Leo is. So, Frank, I'm retired. I
Bill,
gotta find something to do.
I know. Bill,
going to games. I like
now
going to games.
It's still not as long as the trip that I believe the former UT head coach had to make up from.
Oh no, not even close.
I believe he was driving almost 2 hours a day down to Tampa.
Yeah, well, he was 80.
And so, Lions up 10-0.
He had like a trunk full of birds with him too.
Ja'Kai Davis. The Ja'Kai Davis legacy game as he puts another one in. And that one is destroyed by Jalen McElroy, although a wide open three on the way. It's good. Kind of unlucky there.
Yeah.
Because
got to recover that loose one.
Can Turgott puts that one in. Eric goes up, no good. He'll be fouled and go to the free throw line. But 12-3 advantage for St. Leo as Ja'Kai Davis gets a lot of fist bumps and handshakes from his. And we're back here. It is alumni weekend in addition to being senior night, so a great crowd here as always at the Marion Bowman Center. Lots of alums back to cheer on the Lions. Special honor this year for the class of 75, their 50th anniversary. So they got to explore campus and, lots of cool events this weekend. Eric Jones at the free throw line, senior, celebrating, and he is going to split the pair. So Lions back up by 10. And that's a kick ball by Cam Cerise, who comes into the game for Ja'Kai Davis. Ja'Kai's got to wonder, Coach, what do I have to do to stay in the game?
Sure. I think you got to ride, unless you're going to put him back in, I think you got to ride that guy. He's rolling.
6 points for Ja'Kai already. Action by Florida Tech to get it down low. Off balance, no good. And it's going to be a foul on the floor. Good rebound by Logan Allen to get the rebound. Jalen will get the foul. And so there's a situation maybe of the offensive glass being a bugaboo for the Lions.
Yep. Well, Logan Allen is a big physical specimen. Not terrifically skilled, as you saw. He couldn't figure out how to get the biscuit in the basket, but he has got a high motor, and he really goes after it.
Tay going to the basket. That's too easy for Tay. Just glided right past.
Well, the defense thought they were back. You know the transition's a pretty big deal with me, and they thought they were back, but they were just kidding themselves, not ready. And you can just see the way they're going about it. You got a bunch of guys that are backpedaling, and backpedaling is not a good indicator of readiness. You'd like your guys to be turning, sprinting, looking over their shoulder, then turning and getting ready to play.
Well, once again, the Lions in early offense, they're just going right at the basket, getting fouled.
Well, what happens is guys get to about into that mid-court area, and they start trying to find their matchup rather than getting back and protecting the basketball and building the defense from the basket out, which is how you'd prefer to do it.
So, 2 free throws. Lions looking good. (17-3) lead for St. Leo early in the game. Oh, Tay with a big block of Allen. Three-pointer in the corner, no good. And Cam Cerise crashes in for the board. Unable to reach Logan Ryan, though. Led him by just a little bit too much.
That was a good description right there, Frank, because Cam came a long way to go and get that rebound, and that's what you want to see from your guards, especially on a team that just doesn't have overwhelming size. Like they got a gang rebound to be a good rebounding team, and when they do, they get that job done pretty well. But that's something that, really has to be an emphasis when you're thinking about the future in terms of personnel and, what you want that personnel to do.
Yeah, that is, as you've said before, 60% of rebounds are grabbed below the shoulder?
Yep, below your head.
And so guards got to get their nose in there.
Get in there, man.
Good defense here by the Lions, deep in the shot clock. And it's a steal. Amar's going to attack. And he's turned away. Logan Ryan back to Jalen.
Well, I haven't checked the calendar, Frank, but what's the date today?
We're in March.
Okay, it's March, so it's not even February officiating now. It's March officiating.
Amar to the basket and in. Good take by Amar.
Because it sure looked like Jalen might have whacked him down there, and that was a no call.
They're going to let a lot go in this one, Phil. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. And so Max Polk out of Omaha, Nebraska with a three. Panthers only have 2 field goals, and they are both three-pointers. Logan Ryan, he's a guy who can make threes, but short on that one. And that's been kind of his normal miss when he's missed this season. Another three on the way from Florida Tech. It's no good as A.J. Lewin misses it. Cam Cerise all the way, and he's thrown back by tough defense from Logan Allen. Like you said, big body, tough defender. Eric Jones coming in for Jalen. Cam Cerise on the baseline out of bounds will fire it in and gets it out to Amar. Amar's going to go right in, kicks it out to Logan. Got it. And I think they're going to get Eric Jones on the foul after the bucket.
Really like that play by Amar, just getting into the paint, under control, spraying it back out, make the quickest, easiest, most available choice.
Well,
there.
He saw that on the baseline out of bounds, he had Allen in front of him. He said, I'm going to drive him. That got around him pretty quickly. Everyone collapsed, inside out.
You got to spit it.
And it worked really well. So, St.Leo up 22-6. Shooting it at 3 of 7 from 3. Playing pretty well thus far, and that one is going to go out of bounds. Couple substitutions for Florida Tech. Florida Tech with some international flavor on the team with Istanbul, Turkey, London, England.
5 international players on the team from all over the place. And interestingly enough, Billy Mims, the Florida Tech coach, in addition to this being his 20th year at Florida Tech, he's coached all over the world. So he's got connections, and probably needs to use a few of those.
He probably does.
Moving forward, because they've had a tough year.
Lions up 22-6. Active weekend here at St. Leo. Lions hosting the PBA Sailfish on the Diamond. Lacrosse with a couple wins, both men and women, so looking good there. Women's lacrosse all the way into the top 10. So a lot of positives as Amar Hott's got a wide open three in the corner, just left it short. But nice play out of the timeout.
Well, Florida Tech showed a little zone that time coming out of the timeout. That's something that you see coaches do a lot because they figure, okay, it's their ball. They're going to get ready for something. Let's show them something that they're not ready for. It ended up in a wide open shot that they just couldn't convert.
And after 8.5 minutes, Florida Tech has their first 2-point bucket. Max Polk puts it in. Amar over to Logan Ryan. Now Tay. Tay not on the same page with Alex Sherwood. And the Panthers can push it forward. 3 in the corner. No. Tay's got it. Up to Amar. Doesn't really have numbers. And so they'll slow it down. And there's another one.
You can rack up your assist numbers by making that guy's guy help you a little bit.
And Logan had to actually kind of relocate a little bit on that catch, and he still put it in. Big 3 there on the response by Isaiah Eden. Bill, do you have numbers on, as Logan Ryan steps inside and buries it, what is a shooter's percentage on a ball coming in from the inside of the arc versus a ball from somewhere else on the outside of the arc?
Better.
I would agree.
I don't have the number. They exist, I'm sure. But in the NBA, I know they exist for sure because they have infrared recording devices on every inch of the court.
Ooh.
And so they literally can chart everything. But at the higher levels, you know, they're charting all of that stuff. In fact, I know a lot of programs where certain guys they're not allowed to shoot threes that aren't inside-out threes. And it makes a lot of sense. Those are rhythm shots. You also have guys that are in rotation, flying away from the board rather than to the board. And there's lots of things that make those better shots.
Yeah. It's also just a more natural, like when you practice a three-pointer, you're practicing usually because someone's whipping the ball back at you after you miss, or after in a drill. It just, everything seems like it's more in rhythm when you catch the ball coming from inside.
Yep, you're stepping up, you're stepping into it. The ball's coming from the rim. You know, that's an interesting observation because whether you're using a shooting machine or using a rebounder and a passer, the ball's always coming from the inside of the lane.
Right. It's more natural. Oof, tough
rebound. It's been a little bit of a problem for St.Leo here to start. Anytime they have that single-side ball screen, they're getting occupied on the backside rather than loading up onto what I would call the help line. And the help's just been a little bit late rotating over when there is some sort of play to the roll man.
Bill, that's one of the few things not working defensively for the Lions. As 11 points, not bad. Logan Ryan heat check, no good, and a rebound for the Panthers.
Well, I didn't say that the Panthers made them pay for any of that, but I do think they've been a little bit late in their rotations.
Brady does not need a second invitation. He was ready to get that ball back. You got to love a freshman that he's not bashful, Bill.
He knows where his bread's going to get buttered. He's standing there right now. Just throw it over here.
And Amar didn't get it to him. Tough take there, and no good. Tay's got it. He'll attack, and they're not stopping him. And I think actually the Lions may have taken a break because I think Jalen may have touched it before, unless they said it bounced before that.
They're saying it was out first, but I don't think they really saw that. They're just kind of anticipating that it was out.
Eric Jones comes in, and Cam Cerise comes in. Logan Ryan and Amar Hott take a seat. Cam around the screen. Tay for 3. That one is no good. Eric Jones skies for the rebound, fights for it, and puts it in. That is some good work by Eric.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Being a little bit undersized, having to play the position that he's had to play for them all year. He's a guy he's just going to battle you for everything on the glass, and it's good to see him get rewarded right there.
That 3 is no good, and up to Brady. Brady, no good. Jalen McElroy!
Better block him out. because he's always going to the glass. He's always going after the ball.
Bill, I anticipated that call because he was rising up as soon as the shot went up. And boy, oh boy, that is nice to see. Lions up 22. Jumper in the lane, no good. Eric with the rebound, and now Tay's going to attack. He wanted to, I think, 3 for Camden, no good. I think he wanted to throw the alley-oop to Jalen, and it wasn't there.
He was thinking about it.
The drive, and they're going to give them the continuation? I think they're going to give them the continuation. No? Well, we're going to find out. I don't think so. I think they'll say it's on the floor. So it'll be Florida Tech ball when we come back, but they've got a lot of work. Do you like 2 halves, or would you like to see men's basketball go to 4 quarters, reset fouls? Does it matter?
Do you think it's broken?
No.
I don't think it's broken. I'm trying to remember, because it's been a while now for the women, like what the rationale for doing that was, and I really can't remember. I think it just meant you were going to have like an automatic break in the half.
Yes. So
you could fiddle with the timeouts a little bit.
Eric Jones puts it in.
That's tough. And the reset of the fouls is probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And they're doing it in high school now.
And
so
that's put in.
We may see it.
Yeah, because quite frankly, men's college basketball is the last of that. Really, the last of the breed. As far as I know, at almost every other level, it's quarters.
Well, I don't think it is in FIBA.
I am not sure on that.
I think it's halves.
Okay. So, Tay steps out of bounds on the catch. Cam comes out, and there you go, Coach. We got Ja'Kai back on the court. He earned these minutes.
Yeah. I mean, got him off to a great start. Let's see if he can help him sustain this great start that they've had to the half.
Eric Jones comes across and gets the block. Jalen's got it. And eventually Florida Tech gets it back. Boy, it's March. It's March.
At half court.
And there's an easy layup for Ben Zernak out of London, England. Three-pointer, no good. So, Panthers trying to come back, down 20. Isaiah Eden. Got it in the corner, guarded by Ja'Kai Davis. Jumper on the way, and that is going to be a 4-point play potential as Tay Wilson got in the landing zone of Max Polk. And it's a 7-0 run, in fact, for Florida Tech as they try to claw their way back in this battle of the big cats. We don't have any Tigers in this conference, so.
No Tigers. I just left a league that had like 4 Tigers.
That's one of the only things we don't have.
Got a little boring after a while.
There's only so many Tigers you can have.
Everybody's playing the Tigers every night.
Kickball. You know, Bill, this is a little bit of St.Leo trivia on Alumni Weekend. The Lions, not the original nickname of St. Leo. What was St. Leo's original nickname? Bill, if you answer this, I will walk off air.
Well, then I'd have to be here by myself.
Brady Corso, no good on the 3. The no look out to Ja'Kai, who's going to pull it.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, it looked good. And Florida Tech's got it. So things getting a little ragged offensively for St. Leo. Bill,
I'm going to think about that one, Frank. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking it has something to do with Catholicism.
And a steal by Brady Corso. He's going to go up and miss the dunk. And I think, unfortunately,
and he gets a technical.
It's going to be a technical on Brady to add insult to injury. He hung on the rim.
Well, I'd like to say that's the first time I've seen that, but I've had that experience where we're closing out a game, a guy's got a breakaway, he misses it like that, he hangs onto the rim and just instinctively tries to grab the ball and stick it back in the basket, and you don't want to get a technical while you're trying to close a game out.
No, you don't.
But he's lucky he didn't get hurt right there.
Yeah, it may have been a situation where he honestly was trying to hold on because he was falling.
But then the ball was right there, so he thought he'd grab the ball, too.
If it's there.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
If folks at home, if we had a camera on Bill, he is intently thinking about this answer. We'll give him some time. As the 8-0 run now.
Crusaders.
Great guess. It was, in fact, the Monarchs.
Oh, okay. So that's not really.
No, not really.
Catholicism.
No.
So you didn't. I asked for that hint. You didn't.
I didn't confirm or deny because I didn't want to. Traveling violation. Lions will have the ball back. 3:55. So we are back. Very interesting conversation during the break, which we will not fill you in on. But the Lions are up 16. Logan Ryan for 3. That one was long. Jalen gets on the floor, first to the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow favoring the Panthers.
Didn't look like Logan had a great catch on that one.
Yeah, not sure he had that one completely. So, St.Leo was up 35-11, and Bill, when you jump out to such a quick lead, do you is it possible to lose focus in a game like this?
Of course it is.
Because it seems like they're just not as sharp as they were in the first few minutes.
You know these guys are like 20 years old, right?
Yeah.
So it's always possible to lose focus.
I see some of them in my class.
So you know what I'm.
I know what you're talking
about.
about.
Of what I speak. But yes, and very often what you need is kind of something to jolt you back into reality, and what you hope is it's not the other team making a big run on you and making it a game. But now they've cut the lead to 14. They got a chance. Florida Tech, if they could get it down around 10 or into single digits before the half, it's a totally different game than really what we've been watching the whole first half.
Yeah. And so turnover leads to Florida Tech getting a chance to get even closer. Logan Allen, no good, but Jalen McElroy unable to get the rebound, and there to clean it up is Manos Dimu. And Coach Henke says that's enough of that.
Well, they left him on an island right there. They're lucky he didn't score in the first one, but that old offensive rebounding bug got him and cost him another bucket.
So a 30-second timeout, 12-0 run for Florida Tech, and Lions just got to lock back in. As we mentioned, big day here. The St.Leo Alumni Weekend happening. It's our last basketball broadcast of the year, so just as a reminder for those of you watching, St.Leo fans, don't forget about April 26th, which is the St.Leo Casino Night fundraiser at the Wellness Center. Still tickets available, although they are going fast. So log on to stleolions.com to find those.
Florida Tech in a zone here, mixing it up.
Lamar trying to shoot him out of it, misses the three. And now the Panthers slowly and steadily grinding their way back into the game. Brady Corso knocks that one out of bounds. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. They double the post with Allen. He kicks it out. They take a deep three. It's no good, but Tay Wilson unable to get the board. Demu picks it off, and now Florida Tech is going to reset it with Eden, trying to get it into single digits or at least down to 10. Three on the way, no good. Another rebound for Florida Tech. Will that one go? No, it won't. And another rebound for Florida Tech. And finally put in. So 3 offensive rebounds on that possession. Coach Henke pretty frustrated, and deservedly so.
Ends up with a bucket.
Amar drives, gets it to Tay. Tay puts it in. Good work there, and the Lions finally stop that 14-0 run for Florida Tech.
Ends up a little bit of a drought ender there. Needed that one.
Deep in the shot clock here. 3 in the corner is good. They basically overloaded the side and only had one person left there. So, St. Leo will have the last shot of the half, only up 9, in a game that basically they had, taken complete control of. Now is only 9. Lamar's going to drive. Gets it to Jalen, and it's blocked at the rim by Logan Allen. So, 35-11 turns into 37-28 as the Panthers will, and Florida Tech not really wanting to go out that way on their season.
Yeah, exactly, Frank. I think you really got to give the Panthers a lot of credit. You look at the records, and this is both teams' last games of the season, and stealing a win on the road, can alleviate a little bit of the pain of being 2
I believe
17.
2-17, yes,
in the conference, and that's a long year, right? And to maybe erase some of that taste, you come out and have a great effort on your last night. So no quit in the Panthers. Really had a chance. St. Leo had a chance to make them go away in the first 15 minutes. Didn't do it, and now we got ourselves a ball game.
So Panthers down 9 with the ball after the miss by Brady Corso. Allen goes right at the basket, and no good on the putback. Jalen up to Cam Cerise, and Tay takes the 3. Got it.
Good start for St. Leo.
Needed that one. Good start to the half. Tay's got 9. What a great addition he was this year in the transfer portal for Coach Henke.
Very difficult to even imagine where the Lions would have been this year without that kid, and the energy and the effort that he brought every single game.
Jalen McElroy fights for the board. Eric Jones fights. They just can't put it in, but good effort there. Now the attack and the block. They go back up with it and put it in. So a 10-point lead, Lions over the Panthers, 40-30, early in the second half. Cam Cerise finds Tay in the corner. Another 3. That one is no good.
It's a tough one. It's a tough pass to handle. He has to bat it down, and then to go ahead and let it fly from there. You got to have a lot of basketball gods' help.
Yeah, he was so deep in the corner when he caught it, it might have been behind the basket almost. So, missed 3, and here comes Corso. Brady skips it over to Cam, who's going to drive back to Brady. 3 on the way, no good. Brady, so far today, only 1 of 6 now from 3. One of his not best outings. A very good shooter, just hasn't been able to find the bucket.
Well, we talked a little bit in the first half about how much better those threes are when they're inside out, and the first 2 that the Lions have taken here to begin the half were not inside out threes.
Panthers get it into Allen, and Eric Jones swats it away. Logan Allen 6'7", Eric Jones at 6'6", so kind of 2 undersized big guys going at each other in this one.
Well, Logan kind of served it up to him right there, and he said, "Yeah, I'll take it."
Jalen, look out! Showtime. Jalen McElroy throws it in. Almost overran the bucket there.
Yeah,
I was getting a little nervous.
Well, now they let him hang on the rim a lot more than they used to.
Another nice block by Eric. Cam can attack.
In the service of self-defense, but you just worry those guys are swinging around up there, and when they let go, it seems like it's even more dangerous.
Jones facing up Logan Allen. Tries to fit it in, and there was really no room there.
He stared right at it and threw it right there.
And a foul. Manos Dimu puts it in, count it, and the foul. Have a chance at a 3-point play. Brady picks up the foul. 2 on Brady. Another one of the many international athletes for Florida Tech out of Athens, Greece.
The Greeks, huge on basketball. Greek basketball, very, very good.
Obviously led by Giannis.
Giannis was pretty good.
Not bad. Decent.
He's not bad at all.
Tay for 3. Got it.
That was about as inside out as you could be. The ball was under the rim, and Tay's able to just kind of measure the wind and let that one fly.
So 13-point lead for St. Leo. Allen attacks Eric Jones and puts it in. St. Leo started the half up 9, and now another tough pass by Jalen. Really not a lot of space in the middle of that zone. Got baited into the pass almost.
Well, you got to get some ball movement and then quickly enter it. You can't just stare at it and then throw it right where you're staring. That's going to get you into trouble a lot.
So Lions will get possession back. The men's tennis team, who was here to get their rings for finishing in the Final 4 of the tennis tournament, national tournament for Division II last year. Men's tennis, awesome season, and great to see some.
And what were you? Did you play? What were you? 2 doubles for them?
I was left out.
You got the ring, though.
I did put in some time with the tennis team. Did a couple of the pregame speeches, I think, Bill. I got them.
Got them fired up.
I got them almost too fired up.
Got them
Bill.
focused.
Almost too fired up.
So you didn't give them like lessons on throwing their racket,
no,
or complaining to the line judge, or
Bill,
anything like that.
My game is all mental. It's all emotional. It's technical, no, not very technical, but tactical, oh yeah. Oh, they're going to get Amar on the foul on the cut to the basket, on the drive to the basket. So Isaiah Eden is going to go to the free throw line. 2 on Amar.
Well, Frank, speaking of tactical, the average point in tennis, the ball is struck less than 4 times.
Yes.
right? So what would that mean to you? Just keep it in play.
And Bill, that's a credo.
And let the other guy mess it up.
Bill, if you've ever seen me play tennis, and hopefully none of the listeners out there have, that is my
I don't know. None
thing.
of them probably have a ring.
That is my thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing to have.
Keep the ball in play. Make them hit one more shot.
Yep, that's it.
So leads back to 9, just like it was before half. Amar gets it into Tay in the middle of the zone. Now kicked back out to Amar. Drills the 3.
Inside out.
That's the name of the game, and that time they did get the ball inside the zone and caused all sorts of problems.
Well, Tay, and when it hasn't been Tay, it's been Jaden. I'd like to see him flashing in and out of there rather than trying to post in there.
And so the steal after the rebound leads to the layup, and Florida Tech not going away. Every time the Lions try to push it out, the Panthers are right there trying to keep it close.
Just got to finish those possessions.
And Tay loses this one. And the layup is good. So the 2-3 zone, or not, does it look like
it's a 2-3.
2-3, right?
It's a 2-3.
Has been causing some problems for St.Leo in the second half.
Well, they just have to be more patient like that. I mean, that was only 4 passes, but you got a wide open
look
for Logan, and you got to live with that.
Mm-hmm. Panthers trying to make a big comeback here. Down by as many as 24 in the first half. It's an 8-point lead for the Lions. 3, no good. And Jalen saves it. And now they're going to get Logan Allen fouled, either by Amar or by Tay.
Well, the Panthers they're just kind of outworking the Lions down here on this end. When that ball goes loose, it seems like they're just a little bit quicker to the ball, want it just a little bit more, and they're creating some extra possessions as a result. And, extra possessions are extra scoring opportunities, Frank.
And quite frankly, on that last one, they're just the first to the floor, Bill.
Right.
There wasn't, and that time the Lions do come away with the rebound. Cam over to Brady, back to Tay. Not a lot of tactics. Speaking of tactics, when the ball's on the ground, who's going to get there first?
Right.
Cam drives and gets that one deflected out of bounds. .48-40. Key point in this game, can the Lions extend the lead again? Cam for 3. Got it. Huge bucket for Cam. So, Lions up 11. Quick timeout taken by Coach Henke, and they're going to push it out to a full timeout. 3-pointer there by Cam Cerise to extend the lead back to 11. But every time the Lions get that lead over 10, the Panthers strike. Let's see if St.Leo can get a stop and finish the possession defensively. Allen going at Jalen. Not sure how long he was in the lane there.
He was in there a while.
Logan fading. Oh, no good. That thing was mostly down. His shot naturally does not clear the rim by very much, and it gives him kind of not a lot of margin for error on that shot, Bill. So
well, he can tend to be a little bit flat at times, but he's got such a great release that you think it's got a chance every time he lets it go.
Yeah.
Little unforced error by the Panthers.
Sherwood comes in, and it'll be now the under 12 timeout. Lions ball up 11 when we come back. Dignitaries here in the stands, some recent alums. speaking of Alumni Day, Cannon Coster and Chase Freimiller in the crowd. Want to give a shout out to them. 2 fan favorites. And Chase, looking back to last year on senior day, had a pretty great senior day, made a 3-pointer.
Yep, I
and
remember that.
It was a great moment for Chase. Tay can't find Alex, and now they got to reset. Logan around, jumper, no. And the Panthers have it. Coach Mims got to be proud of the fight that his Panthers are showing. Allen flashes to the basket. Really nice cut.
Well, he kind of set that back screen and slipped it, and the Lions were not communicating, not ready to handle that at all. I think the zone is doing a couple things. It's slowing down and confusing St. Leo a little bit as they turn it over for a bucket.
Lead is down to 7.
It's also conserving energy for the Panthers. They're not really, using up a ton of energy on the defensive end to guard St. Leo.
Cerise misses the jumper, and the Panthers come away with another rebound.
I used to tell my players, when you see a zone, there are. It doesn't matter what you do against it, but there's 2 things that you have to do. You can't turn it over, and you have to. What a great take.
What a finish by Tay Wilson, and he's down after that one.
Well, that's actually the third thing. Beat the zone down the floor before it sets up. But don't turn it over, and offensive rebound. So what you've seen on these last few shots by the Lions is nobody's really going to the glass to try to create those extra possessions.
So Tay's back up.
They got to get him up, because if they walk out on the floor, then they have to take him out.
And I think Tay wants to take the free throw. So 1 shot for Tay. What a finish through contact.
Well, he kind of hung there, took the hit, double clutched it, and just got it to go on his way to the ground.
That was reminiscent of something Cannon Coster used to do.
Yeah, he was pretty good at that.
Many a time here.
He'd seek out the contact a little bit and then, hide the ball from the defender and then just kind of get it up on the glass late. If you got that soft touch, you can get it to go some.
Yeah. So Tay does not complete the 3-point play, but the Lions are up 9. And they go right at Tay. His opposite number, Max Polk, gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. Max Polk out of Omaha, Nebraska. Junior, 6'2" guard.
Max sold that call pretty good.
He might be taking some acting classes over in Melbourne.
But it's an engineering school, right?
They got a lot of things going on there.
Okay.
Polk.
Well, he may very well be. He's been fairly demonstrative most of the afternoon.
So Max Polk makes the first free throw, averaging 36 minutes a game. At the end of a long season that you've averaged 36 minutes a game, you got to be worn down a little bit, Bill.
You can take a rest after this.
Cam over to Brady.
There we go.
Short, so Brady.
That's the penetration.
Brady just having a tough time today. Normally a great shooter, 38% on the year. Today, not so much. 3 blocked by Brady, and Polk touched it. But they're going to say now Max Polk didn't touch it. So Florida Tech will retain possession, 14 seconds on the shot clock on this baseline out of bounds. Allen facing up Eric Jones. Now backs him in. And that is...
Well, there's nothing cagey about what Mr. Allen's doing. He's just going to try to maybe get to his hook or otherwise just back you all the way in and overpower you at the end. And he's having a little success with that.
So the Lions' lead has been cut to 5. Eric Jones, jumper, was never looking good off the front of the rim.
Well, St. Leo started the game out on fire, but their shooting percentage has dropped all the way to 38% from the floor, 29 from 3 right now, Frank.
Yeah, precipitous drop. And it's only a 5-point game. It could very well be a 1-possession game. And Polk's going to drive. And no good. And Brady Corso will recover it.
Now, the Panthers' numbers aren't
Cam
any better.
Cerise scores it at the bucket. That's, once
Transition,
again,
beat the zone.
Beat the zone down the floor.
What I was going to say was the Panthers' numbers aren't a ton better, but they do have 10 offensive rebounds that they've been able to convert.
7-point game. Polk to Allen, and it's just swallowed up by Tay Wilson. It'll be a jump ball, and we'll keep it here. It's the under 8-minute timeout. Lions are up 7. Florida Tech will have possession as Sherwood and... So after that round of swag surfing here at Marion Bowman Center during the timeout, Lions still only up 7. A game that they have led from front to cover so far. That is going to be out off of apparently St. Leo, because no one
knows.
No one made the call. Ten seconds now on the shot clock for Florida Southern to get a shot off. Sherwood guarding Eden. And Jalen McElroy gets the block, and look out. Jalen throws it down. Excellent work by Jalen McElroy with the block late in the shot clock. Knew the shot had to go up.
He's good for one of those a game.
And
block shot, recovers it himself, gets all the way to the bucket.
That is what we love to see. Lions back up 9. Allen for 3. He buries it. Logan Allen on the year, only 12 of 39 from 3. Doesn't really take a lot, but that one...
That's the one that guys that don't take a lot want to take straight at the bucket.
Sherwood does not answer it. And now here comes Florida Tech. Polk got in the air but gets it back out.
That looked extremely close to a travel.
Allen wants another one. And he makes another one. 2 in a row for Logan Allen, and it's a 3-point game. For the first time in a long time, a 1-possession affair. Cam drives. Amar for 3. Amar, I thought, got knocked down, but...
And he needs to get back up.
Gets back up, just misses that one.
Just not really enough patience against the zone here by the Lions. They need to take a little bit more time and get a quality shot on every trip.
Allen for 3 again. That time it's no good. Sherwood fouled on the rebound. So Corso, Logan Ryan.
Little bit of a heat check there for Mr. Allen.
And Tay coming back into the game. Tay back to Cam. Pull-up jumper, no good. And kind of an unintentional play there. Jalen undercuts. I believe that was Isaiah Eden on the floor. And it'll be a foul, and unfortunately for the Lions, it's the 7th foul. And so it'll be a 1-and-1 as Eden goes to the free throw line. On the year, he's shooting it at 83% from the line.
That's about worst case scenario right there. Foul their best free throw shooter 90 feet from the basket in a one possession game.
Makes the first. Isaiah Eden now with 12 points. 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Misses the second. It's still a 2-point game.
Ball movement.
Got to get the ball whipping around.
Change sides of the floor. The thing is, they're really not changing sides of the floor with the basketball.
And that's going to be an over and back.
Okay, the Lions need to regroup a little bit here. Body language isn't great. You know, when you have a bunch of empty possessions, you lose a big lead. You know, you got to have a little bit of toughness up there in the gray matter to be able to finish a game like this off.
So,
because they still, Frank, are in the lead.
Florida Tech trying to change that here, though, Bill. They're only down 2. Eden going for the lead, and he got it. The Panthers have taken the lead. They've come all the way back from 35-11. And unbelievable turn of events. And Cerise throws that one away right in the middle of the zone. Florida Tech now trying to add to the lead. Polk driving, and he's going to get fouled. Probably didn't need to commit the foul. You had all sorts of help. But that's going to hurt because it's going to put Max Polk on the free throw line. Polk, 76% free throw shooter, and is perfect from the free throw line today, 3 of 3. Cam Cerise coming out for Amar Hott. Coach Henke just looking for someone to be able to run the offense against the zone.
Well, you know, I think they're trying. They want to get it inside, but they want to get it inside before they've moved the defense at all. And they just have to use the first 10, 15 seconds of the shot clock just to make that zone shift from one side of the court to the other.
So an 11.
They're letting the zone just play in a kind of stagnant space.
Boy, talk about a bailout there. Brady Corso fouled on the 3.
I don't know that I think Brady might have pulled a little bit of an NBA trick right there where he kind of self-fouled right there. He kind of made it look like he got hit. I'm not sure he did.
Well, James Harden would be proud.
Yeah, he's got all those tricks.
So Brady goes to the free throw line. Lions down 3. Makes the first. Brady only 1 of 6 from 3 and 1 of 9 from the field overall. If he can put these in, maybe he gets going here for the final few minutes of the game. Makes the second. Just seeing the shots go in has got to be helpful at this point.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Whether it can get you off the schneid or not, I'm not sure, but it doesn't hurt.
So that does not make all 3, but the 12-0 run that the Panthers had is over. Back to a 1-point game. We're under 4 minutes left. This has turned into a very tight affair. Add into Polk. Polk back out. And now they leave him for 3, and he buries it. And Coach Henke calls a timeout.
Just left him.
Not really sure what happened there, but just left him. And Coach Henke not happy. It's going to be a full timeout. So, 4-point game.
Well, you know, the thing about it is such a mental thing, Frank. It's like, you know, last night, if you're talking about the game last night and you're thinking, okay, you know, we're going to be up one with like 4 minutes to go, everyone would go, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We'll have a chance to win. But when you lose a lead like that, it doesn't feel like that at all.
Right.
And so you just have to fight your way through that. See, it's just the ball's not moving. It's not going anywhere. And boy, that was a fortuitous call right there, because he and Tay initiated everything that was going on in that possession.
So Tay's going to go to the free throw line. Tay missed it. Jalen was there for the putback. The foul means that he's going to have to make free throws. Tay's first is no good.
Well, we're down to the point in the game where you're really going to have to convert right here. So they've missed the last 2 free throws in a row, and those things are going to start to add up here.
Tay makes that one. 3-point game. St. Leo needs some stops.
Yeah, their zone, they probably were zoned.
Yeah. It looks like
but you better find the shooters.
you can't give Eden that shot in between the 2 levels of the zone. And he gets right in between and puts it high off the glass and in. So despite the zone, they're still able to get inside. Brady Corso for 3, no good. And that one, I think, went off Tay, and it does. So 65-60, Panthers ball. Lions bench trying to get some excitement going. Crowd, I think, is just stunned at what they've seen compared to the beginning of this game to now. Florida Tech taking as much time as they need. Logan Allen, whose couple 3-pointers really changed things in the second half. Now another 3 on the way. That is buried by number 12, Marko Malakinisic. And it's the largest lead of the game for the Panthers at the worst possible time for St. Leo. Logan Ryan drives, and he's going to get fouled. It'll be on the floor.
Well, Florida Tech still got 1 foul to give before St. Leo is in the bonus, which is another thing that the zone has helped them out with. They haven't put themselves in any kind of foul difficulty.
And unfortunately, I think Tay stepped out of bounds. So another turnover there, and the turnover is starting to pile up for St. Leo. That is their 15th of the game, Bill.
Well, they've really struggled. Sometimes as a coach you can press the wrong buttons, and sometimes you can press the right buttons. And the right buttons for the Panthers today was the zone, because St. Leo has been mesmerized by the zone since they got in it.
That ball's going to be thrown out of bounds. So the Lions will get the ball back. But quite frankly, possessions running thin, you got to score.
Got to score and get stops. Don't have a whole lot of margin for error right now, down 3 possessions.
Tay drives, and he's fouled. And I think they're going to get him in the act, or no, they're not going to get him in the act.
Still on the drive. We got him for the trip.
So
and got a little lucky with that call too, because I think that, I agree that you should drive the zone, but even though there's only 1:44 to go, you've got to shift the zone first.
Eric attacking, out to Brady. Brady for 3. Short again. Jalen with the rebound, puts it up. No. And Florida Tech's going to come away with it. So now the Panthers are going to waste the entire clock. Lions, at this point, are going to decide to foul. And
yep, you got to play the foul game. The math is not in your favor. They're gonna take 30 off the clock every time. There's not that many 30s left.
So free throws for Manos Dimu. Dimu with 6 points today, but 10 rebounds. Really good work from him. This is
the good news is he's only a 40% free throw shooter.
That is the guy to foul.
You want to get him every chance you get.
Brady Corso. And it's stolen by Dimu.
Foul him.
And they don't foul him, and he puts it up and in. Lions down 10 with under a minute left. They don't have a lot of time to run anything. They just got to get the ball up. Brady Corso, no good. And that's going to be the wrong guy to foul, Max Polk. And so the Florida Tech Panthers, nothing much to play for today.
Well, you have to give them.
But they stuck with it.
You gotta give them credit, because when you come in after a disappointing season where you win 5 games total, 2-17 in the league, and you're able to stick together on the road, get down big, and still battle your way back and give yourself a chance to win, that says you've got a little bit of character on your squad, and that's great for them.
Tay Wilson, no good there. And Lions just in the second half, Bill, could not shoot. Just
struggled against the zone. Just didn't have a particularly good way to attack it. And it cost them here today for sure.
Shooting percentage has dropped precipitously. 36% from the field overall, but only 24% on twos. Tay Wilson comes out, his swan song here for St. Leo and on his college career.
Well, he's been terrific. I've really enjoyed watching him play. I mean, he's a guy who just brings it every single night, and no matter how it ends, and it ends bad, it ends negatively for everybody except whoever's going to win the national championship, right? It's just kind of like the unfairness of competition. But he's got a lot to be proud of. I know he's upset right now, but he's had a terrific career and had a great year and really carried the St. Leo team most of the season.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to do, come in and be an older guy. In this day and age, he's a one-and-done guy. And to develop the relationships that you have to do, fit into the system, make friends, figure out where the classes are. All those things are hard for kids to do. And to navigate all that and still be able to perform at a high level, you just really got to tip your hat to Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, Tay, when you imagine, hey, how good can a 1-year kind of situation be in the transfer portal era? That's about as good as it can be. Three-pointer that time is good for Logan Ryan. Lions down 10 with 14.9 seconds left. And the Lions continuing to foul. And they do foul the right guy, but
that's the guy.
Time not on the Lions' side, obviously. Dimu going to the free throw line. Florida Tech made their last 5 field goals in this game, Bill, and that was fatal for St. Leo.
Well, the one that killed was a little bit of mix-up over there on the wing, the 3 that Eden was able to hit. And, I think that got him, that tied it or got him the lead, and they just never looked back from there. And
yeah.
The Lions just pressing against the zone and really never got into any kind of rhythm offensively once the Panthers switched to that zone defense.
Eric Jones for three, no good. Brady Corso skies for the board, gets blocked by Logan Allen. That's going to do it. 75-65, Florida Tech gets the win, and they're going to still finish in 11th in the conference, but they'll at least go into the offseason